Hi, peeps. I'm Auriel Grace, and this is a spiritual show. So, tonight we're talking about protection stones, and it'll be very fun for us. I've got them all lined up over here. They're all excited so that you can see them. But first, I do want to say Charles, the cat, has been found. Thank you for everyone that prayed for him, that uh, wanted him to go home because he's finally home, the big fluffy guy, and he's safe and he's been to the vet. Hey, mom. So Charles is home. All right. So this week I do have a book that's going on sale on the 16th. It's Goddess Girls. It is a Kindle book. Hey, Dana. And it's going to be free. All right. And then this Friday, I'm doing $50 Friday. So if you would like to book a session with me, please email me at a gang of girls inc at gmail.com. All right. And this Thursday, um, we're talking about black tourmaline tonight, but this Thursday, the psychic tip of the day is going to be pink and green tourmaline. So that comes out on Thursdays at noon. You'll be able to check that out. All right. Okay. Because I know I might get comments. Oh, there's not just black tourmaline, but tonight we're only talking about black tourmaline. All right. Okay. All right. So the reason why I wanted to do this um, gem and mineral show is because we're going into the thinning of the veils, and the veils should start getting a little bit thinner here now. Today is the 12th. Yeah. So from now until like the first week or so of November, the veils will be thin. This is a great time for you to flex those intuitive muscles. Okay. Okay. So, um, and one of the things that you can do is you can practice with crystals. And I know many of you like crystals. I love crystals. I do. So, if you're going to be doing paranormal investigation, that would be good too to do it this time of year because you'll actually feel or see more activity going on, and it will be fun for you. So you might want to take a ghost walk or something like that, just to flex those intuitive muscles and see what kind of energies you feel. Okay. All right. Never, ever do a paranormal investigation on your own. Always go with someone. All right. Whether it's a group or whatever, paranormal people always recommend the buddy system. There's always two people doing an investigation. All right. At least there's not more. Usually there's more and they're just in different areas. All right. So we're going to start with the protection stones. Um, we're starting with smoky quartz first. All right. So smoky quartz, all right, it turns brown. So it's actually quartz crystal and it turns brown through natural underground radiation. All right. And so smoky quartz is found in granite deposits. And because of this, smoky quartz recognizes, other electromagnetic stress and neutralizes it. Right. So that's why I always say, like, if you work, like I sit in here and do my work all the time. And anyone who sits near a computer, iPad, any kind of, if you're with a phone all the time, you should always have a smoky quartz. And I have this cute little, this is my cutie pie, my cute little smoky quartz crystal. I know it doesn't look very brown, but if you look at it really closely, you'll see that there's some brown going on there. Hey, Mary. So I've had this guy for a long time. He's really cute. He's always, I've I pretty much kept him at my desk. Um, and this is also a smoky quartz. This one I usually keep on the altar. This one's got a little bit of brown to it too. It is a seer stone. So that's a little smoky quartz too. Okay, so smoky quartz is found usually in very long crystals. And I knew a miner up in Colorado Springs, and he actually found a smoky quartz crystal in a mine that was 6 feet long. He had to take it out little by little. It was it it was love. When he saw that smoky quartz, he was just like so excited. It took him a while to get it out, and he pretty much got it out in one piece. Um, and he has it on display in his home. So this is a smoky quartz crystal. All right. So I smoky quartz crystals also they're pretty big. They can be pretty big. When I was in Vegas, I was going to this gem and mineral shop, and outside this gem and mineral shop, they had a smoky quartz boulder. It was as big as a Volkswagen Bug. It was humongous, and it was a really pretty brown. It was just beautiful. So, if you go to any gem and mineral shows, check out the smoky quartzes. I'm gonna set this guy down for a second. Okay, so the color on a smoky quartz can be from that light color brown to really, really dark brown, almost black. All right. Um, and sometimes what happens to get them that color, the darker colors, is they will heat treat them. And so you can ask your dealer, like, have these been heat treated? Usually they'll tell you if they have. All right. Um, but these lighter colors usually are not heat treated. Okay. All right. So smoky quartz is found in Brazil, Switzerland, Africa, and the United States. It's found a lot in the Four Corners region. All right, so they find it a lot over there. Um, and what it does, a smoky quartz is really good for grounding, centering, and bringing you into the present moment. So it reduces anxiety, all right, because you're present, right? You're not thinking about the past or the future or anything outside of what you need to be thinking about. You're present. Okay. So that's how it helps you. And it also reduces or neutralizes negativity in your energy field. So the longer you hold it, the better you feel, right? Yeah. It protects your home from negativity. Like I said, I keep this smoky. This smoky stays on my desk right here. I actually use it a lot besides what it does for my computer and stuff. So um, it neutralizes natural radiation. It recognizes it and it does that. So you can wear it and or you can just place it in your home. All right, because I know like game count consoles, you can put them on. You can put them by your computer, your TV, any electrical appliances, and it'll neutralize the area. All right. All right. So it's good to wear them for paranormal investigations. It does. It is because, or keep them with you because it again it neutralizes your energy field and it keeps it neutral so that you don't get any fun little attachments that come home with you. You don't want that. Okay. It's always good if they stay where they are. Hmm. No hitchhikers allowed, right? Okay. So now I'm going to introduce you to my big guy. He's heavy. This is my obsidian. Usually he lives in the living room. He has a friend too that we'll talk about in a little while. They work together. But um, this is obsidian. I inherited him from a friend of mine. Uh, and he's been with me for, I think, probably about 20 years now. So obsidian is the best thing that you can have in your house. And you don't need a big piece like this, right? You don't. Because I have a little piece here too. This is my golden sheen obsidian. This one sits on my desk. I actually use it for healings and stuff like that. Um, and see, I don't know if you can see the sheen. It's like this really pretty gold sheen there. There it goes, right there. It's really pretty. I got this from Chris, and she has a group on Facebook called Rock On, and she sells gems and minerals. So I got this from her. I got some other pieces from her too, but this is one of them. And I use this uh, when I'm working. Mm. All right. So the big guy wants to be held. All right. So this is black obsidian. All right, so obsidian is created when lava meets water, forming beautiful shapes and sizes. You'll notice that obsidian, natural obsidian, isn't like quartz crystal. It isn't like tourmalines or selenite or anything. They're kind of blobby. And if you're lucky, you can get, you can find some Apache tears. Apache tears are the smaller pieces of obsidian, and they're kind of rough. They're not polished like this. So naturally, obsidian is not as pretty and polished as this. This is just this is the polished side of it. The other side of it looks like this. Okay. So, which is good because that's like my handle. That's what I hold it with. All right. So, obsidian's been used to create knives and spearheads and arrowheads, and it is a protection stone. If you if you ask somebody like, "Oh, so what do you do with the obsidians?" Well, they make great arrowheads. Most arrowheads are made from obsidian, and I think that's where they got that idea, or that that virtue, is because it's a protector stone. It makes protection tools, right? Okay. All right. So obsidian is a silicate dioxide. It's volcanic glass. It is in an amorphic state, which is it doesn't have a geometric structure at all. Most of the stones we'll talk about tonight have geometric structures. Okay. So it's easily obtained wherever there's a volcano. There's a lot of them. So um, it is on the Mohs scale from talcum powder, which is a 0, to diamonds, which is a 10. It is a 5.5 or a 5. Okay, so you don't want to go around throwing your obsidian around. You want to place it somewhere and leave it there. Okay. So you don't want to drop it or anything. Again, it is volcanic glass. What does glass have? What happens to glass when you drop it? It breaks. So be careful with your obsidian. All right. Obsidian is a powerful psychic protection stone. Some of you have asked me about that, psychic attacks and stuff like that. This is a great stone to prevent that. All right. So it is very grounding. Obsidian is a very grounding stone. Um, all right. So it cuts through deception, bringing clarity and focus. and placing a piece of obsidian at your feet will help strengthen your energy field, just like with the smoky quartz. Um, you can place it in your home to absorb excess electromagnetic energy. It's another one that does that too. So you can wear it, or carry it as a stone of protection. So when I say carry it as a stone of protection, I'm not talking about putting it in your purse or your backpack or whatever. Stick it in your pocket if you're just going to carry put obsidian, right? Because it's better when you wear them. If you want to have them with you all the time, wear them or put it in your pocket. Remember to not put your car keys in there with it, because the car keys will scratch the obsidian. You don't want to do that. You don't want to hurt it, right? Because it's so pretty. Huh. It's- Okay, I'm gonna set you down now. All right. There you go. Oops. Stay. All right. Okay, so and then I'm just gonna show you this one. It's a palm one. You hold it in your hand. And I just wanted to show you again this obsidian. See if I could get that gold a little bit better. There it goes. Golden sheen. So there are obsidians. There's other different colors of obsidian too. There's green, brown. There you go. There's green and brown. And sometimes you may see like the rainbow obsidian, and that is just like gorgeous, right? It's like the aurora borealis. Yeah, those are really pretty. Ooh. So stone of protection. All right, it's when I keep in my the big one I keep in the living room with this friend. And so, all right, so the next stone we're going to talk about is tourmaline. So this is a tourmaline obelisk. It's been polished, okay? Because usually tourmaline has little like striations in it. It's rough, but this one's a polished one. The reason why I have this one is because I usually have tourmaline in the house somewhere, but evidently I have given all of it away. So I was running around the house looking for tourmaline. I'm like, oh my gosh. So uh, I decided, okay, well, I need to buy something that I'm not going to give away anymore. So yeah, this is it. My new piece of tourmaline. So tourmaline is it's a really awesome stone. It's a great protector stone too. And they're piezoelectric. So that means when you hold them, like this one has a tip. It's not a natural tip, it's a polished tip. But if you hold a rough tourmaline, even this one too, I felt it earlier, um, it will start to heat up and it charges. And you can feel like the current. It's pretty cool. So try that if you have some tourmaline. It doesn't matter how big it is. You just hold it, just hold it, squeeze it, and just keep holding it and you'll start to feel a little charge. It's an awesome feeling. My fingers are feeling it. Okay. So this means that it can convert mechanical energy into electric energy. Hmm. So piezoelectric property of black tourmaline encourages balance of the whole body's energetic framework. Tourmaline is a part of the trigonal system. It forms prismatic crystals with terminations, pointed ends with facets. All right. And it has vertical striations. Like I said, like it looks like selenite. See how I don't know if you can see the striations in this piece of selenite. Let me bring it up here better. No, it just glows. Let's see. Here's a picture of selenite. This is one of Kendra's cards. See how it has striations in it? Well, tourmaline has striations. Natural tourmaline with that hasn't been polished has striations like that. Okay, so we'll talk about selenite in a minute. All right. Um, so we're just talking about black tourmaline, but tourmaline also comes in green, pink, clear, and blue. All right. So, but the black tourmaline is a protection stone, and you can find it in all shapes and sizes. All right. So, um, you can find them in Brazil, Nepal, Pakistan, and the United States. They're pretty easy to obtain. I mean, you can go on Amazon and get them. If you don't have a gem and mineral shop near you, you can go on Amazon and get them. That's where I got this guy, from Amazon. All right. So on the Mo's, 0 being talcum, 10 being diamond, a tourmaline is a 7 to 7.5. It is a hard stone, but it's also brittle. So if you have natural tourmaline, you don't want to bang it around and stuff. It will shed. It will. You'll have little pieces everywhere. So if you're going to put it in your pocket, remember not to put it in with your keys. All right? Okay. So tourmaline enhances psychic protection for the whole body, the whole energy system. All right. It shields against negativity. It's always good to have tourmaline in the house. All right. So it assists with creating a clear channel from the root chakra, grounding, to the crown chakra, creation. So it'll clear up that channel from your root chakra all the way to your crown chakra so that you can feel that connection to creator and also the connection to earth. Okay. All right. So you can put it at your feet. A lot of the black stones, black, grays, and browns. Put them at your feet, and you can use hematite with it to enhance this. All right, and it will help with grounding. All right, wear it or carry to help you stay grounded, focused on the present moment, and to counter electromagnetic stress, especially people that work in offices that have um, fluorescent lights. You know, this can help. Yeah, because you'll be like, when you get home, this will help you not be like that. So there's your tourmaline. All right. And you'll see tonight, like we're only talking about black, brown, and we're going to talk about white stones because stones that are this color normally are really good at grounding, centering, and helping you stay present. All right. And if you're going to be working as a psychic or as a paranormal investigator, you want that. You want to be present. You don't want to miss anything, right? Okay. Right. Put this guy over here. There you go. Okay. So we're going to talk about selenite now. And I know I just showed you the selenite card, but we're going to talk about it. So this is selenite. It's a little piece. I have a bunch of little pieces all over the house. Selenite is colorless and transparent. So this piece of selenite is glowing because the light's hitting it. Um, it is a form of gypsum. Okay. So the word selenite comes from the Greek name for the moon goddess, Selene. All right. So selenite forms in crystalline blades with striations. So this is a crystalline blade. And even when you see raw selenite that is long, because I've seen it, I call them selenite logs. Um, you'll see that they look like blades. They're really, but I like the little ones because I can put them all over the place, you know, and it works for me. All right. So selenite forms in crystalline blades with striations. Some selenite will contain air or water bubbles. All right. If you're going to clean selenite, you can run it underwater, but don't soak it. Don't let it sit in water because it'll start to shed and it'll get, it'll get smaller. So you don't want to do that. You can just wipe them off. Take a dust cloth and wipe them off, and they'll be fine. They will. Um, so they're from the monoclinic system, forming flat faces, tabular bladed, or blocked formation. I've seen little blocks of selenite. They're so cute. Um, so it has a pearlescent sheen, right? You can see that. Let's get the card up. That way you can see it better. So it looks like that. And there are polished pieces that don't look like that, but we're not talking about polished pieces right now. All right. So they come from Italy, Mexico, and the USA. I used to get mine when I used to buy in bulk. I used to get mine from Morocco. Yeah, the Morocco dealer was really nice. Yeah, he would get some really good stuff for me. Um, so they're easily obtained. Now, selenite is really, really soft. Okay, so you do actually have to be careful with it. Don't go throwing it at anybody or anything like that. All right. um, it's a two on the Mohs, and so it's really close to talcum powder. So it's a very soft material. You can actually scratch it with your fingernail. So you want to be careful with your selenite. Place it around the house. Place it in places that you're not going to knock it over. All right. So selenite is a conductor of energy. It brings chakras back to a high frequency and it aligns them into perfection. Okay. So selenite wands, like this little wand here, you can do this yourself too. You can take your wand and just run it upwards from the root chakra all the way up above the crown, and you'll start to feel energy. You'll start to feel yourself feel better. And so what it does is, for people that do Reiki or any kind of energy work, you should always have selenite in your pack, in your gym pack, right? Everybody's got their like gemstones. I've got a pile of them over here on the corner of my desk. And you just take your wand and up, because you want to up that and you want to clear those chakras. All right. So this is a great tool to have in your gem pack if you are a healer. All right. So you can place selenite in your house, um, in your meditation space. And the other thing that you can do with selenite too, and I have recommended this for people who cannot sleep well, who do not sleep well, right? Is to place it between your mattress and your box spring or underneath the bed. Between the mattress and the box spring is actually better because it's closer to you, right? So you can do that for people that have trouble sleeping. You can put the selenite, amethyst, and rose quartz between the box spring and the mattress, and that'll help you sleep. It's a great recipe. Okay. Mhm. Selenite. All right. Okay, so let me put this guy over here. There you go. All right. So the next thing I want to talk to you about is quartz crystal. So quartz crystal is one of my faves. This crystal I've had for many years. I've had for as longer than I've had the obsidian. One of my friends who had a gem shop got a shipment of crystals, and she was just like, she was like, "Hey, you want this? This is junk." I'm looking at her like, "What?" She goes, "Here, just take it home with you. I don't want it." And I'm just like, "What?" So this is a quartz crystal, a junk one. um, I love this one because it just fits in my palm and it's great. And it goes with my obsidian. So in the living room where the obsidian sits, the quartz crystal usually sits right next to it. And the reason why I have that there is because quartz crystal is a positive energy stone. It also is an amplifier. So where if you want to amplify any crystal, set a quartz crystal next to it. All right. Now, I have lots of quartz crystals in my home and they're all over the place. They're in many shapes and sizes and they're handy. They really are because any if you set this next to any stone, it's going to amplify the other stone. It's going to amplify that energy. All right. So quartz crystal is part of the hexagonal system. It usually has 6 sides. All right. It creates. It is when it has 6 sides. Let me see if I have one here. Ah, here's one of my cuties. There's a quartz crystal right there. See how it has a tip? It's got the tip. This is actually a Herkimer diamond, but it has a tip and then it has the other tip and it has 6 sides. And that's how you can tell if you have a quartz crystal if you're buying one with points on them. Okay, so this is double terminated. Um, and you can count the sides. I used to do that all the time because sometimes people try to sell you stuff that's not really what it is. All right. So you can get quartz crystal anywhere. You can, pretty much. But the best ones come from Madagascar. Nice. They're sparkly nice, like woo. They also come from Brazil, the United States, and Africa. I'm pretty sure that Africa, South America, yeah. So on the Mohs scale from 0, which is talc, 10, which is diamond, quartz crystals are 7. All right, they're pretty hard. God, I've had this one forever, and it has sat next to that obsidian forever, and it still looks great. And they like water, so you can put these in water, and they'll be fine. All right. So quartz crystal is also a cleansing tool. It clears impurities and psychic debris from the energy field. It does. And so you want to just hold, all you have to do is just hold your crystal, your quartz, just hold it. Some people like to wear quartz crystal as jewelry, and you can do that too, but just remember they will amplify whatever else you're wearing. So make sure it's a good combo, okay? All right. So they're programmable. And many crystals are programmable, but the quartzes are especially are programmable. Like my obsidian and the quartz crystal, that's what they're programmed for. They're programmed to protect the house. All right. So my wands, my staff, and most of the quartzes have their jobs this one is to work with the obsidian. Okay. And you can do that. All you have to do is hold it, focus your intention on the stone, and you'll even start to feel the shift within the stone once it's programmed. All right. So, and that you can do it with obsidian, you can do it with, well, with all the stones that I've shown you tonight. All right. Okay. So, place in your home to cleanse the energy and enhance peace and clarity. All right. They're great stones. And if you go to a gem and mineral show, um, if you want some really pretty quartz crystals, like for example, this quartz crystal that I wear sometimes when I know I'm going to have to do some hard work, or if I'm going out and about or something. This quartz crystal I bought at a gem and mineral show with a bunch of others for $2. I got them out of the junk box because that's what they call them, junk. All right. And when I go to buy quartz crystals, I love looking at all of them because this one in the sun actually has a beautiful rainbow that goes through it. I don't know if I can get it to do it with this light, but it has a really pretty rainbow. And the other ones that I bought from that box too also had a great iridescent rainbow in them. It was great. So um, so when you go to the gem and mineral shows, always look in the junk boxes because they have the best deals and you will find the prettiest ones in there. You will. That's what I do. Okay. All right. So we're also going to talk about this handy, oops, my foot. All right. So this something that's really handy and we all have it in our house. Salt. Salt is great to have in your house. And you see it's in a glass monkey dish, or at least that's what we used to call them when I worked in restaurants. They're monkey dishes. And you can get a monkey dish just like this one at the dollar store. Okay, so salt is a great it's great for protecting the house. It keeps out stuff that no longer serves you or does not serve you or you don't want in it. All right. The old wives' tale when they used to say put salt on your doorsill and your windows to keep the ghosts out, it works. It actually really works. It also works to neutralize energy in the home, like residual energy, negativity. Because what salt does is it absorbs negativity, anger, frustration, all the goo and cooties. It absorbs it. All right. And then, like once a month, take your salt dish out and bury it in the yard or, put it in a bag and throw it in the trash. All right. Salt is a purifier. It is. And so this is kosher salt. And that's what I use. I've always used kosher salt. Whenever I've done really bad haunted houses, I usually take a box, a box of kosher salt, and I walk around the house with the box and I pour a ring around the house. What it does is it contains what's in the house. Sometimes it's good, sometimes it's bad, but it works. And if you have that containment, you're able to clear the building or whatever it is that you're working on. Okay. So, salt. Everybody's got it. I don't care if you use pink salt, gray salt, blue salt, yellow salt. It don't matter. I found that the best salt that works for me is kosher salt. Okay. Whatever, as long as you're using it. Ready? Okay. So I'm going to set the salt down. Okay. And then this is another thing is, um, let me see if I can make sure I get this right here. Okay. This is holy water. All right. So I get Melinda Carver sent this to me. She is the one that creates this her holy water. She is, she does all her stuff. And I usually have a vial of it. And you can get holy water. You don't have to get it from Melinda Carver. You can get it from other people as well. But I recommend hers. It works pretty quick. So if you're having a bad day and you got some goo and cooties and you want to get rid of them, take your holy water, put it on your crown chakra, and just rub it over. And you will find that those goo and cooties, it's like magic, goes away. So, holy water is another great thing to have in your home. And like I said, I get this from Melinda Carver. So you can get yours from wherever. But holy water is great, especially if you're going to be doing some house clearing because it really helps. It helps to keep those chakras clear, keep you in alignment with source, and also it kind of helps boost the energy, you know. And so when the energy is boosted when you're working like that, you really need to like push them out. It helps a bunch. All right, it's not going to melt you, it's not going to melt them, it's not going to create any kind of weird stuff, but because it is holy water, right? Okay. So you want these are all great tools for your tool bag. They're great tools for your home. Um, I have great affection for all of the gemstones that live in my house. And so hopefully you'll start to have affection for them too and use your gemstones. Use them. I have lots of videos on YouTube. It's the yeah, it's the gem and mineral playlist. There's a ton of videos on there about gems and minerals and what you can do with them. And I also have a gem remedy video as well that you can check out, because you can make remedies. And gem remedies have been made for thousands of years now for different things. Okay. So you can try that. See what you think. Be a mad scientist. It's okay. All right. So, does anybody have any questions before I sign off here? Any questions? 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 No? All right. All right. So, we want to wish you a happy week. Please, please stay safe. And remember, keep your heart open and align with the energy of love. We'll see you next time. Bye.